Hey YouTube, Matt here, bringing you another deck profile. This time I am doing Junk Doppel. I meant to do this a couple of weeks ago because I made top 8 with it, but totally forgot to do it. Sam decided to play this past week because I stole his Nutella Nights, so I just thought I'll do a profile on it because there's no finals videos from this week because my camera decided no. Fuck. Hey YouTube, Matt here, bringing you another deck profile. Sorry there's not going to be any finals videos this week, because it's gotten cold here now, my camera battery just died, so I'm going to be doing this Junk Doppel profile and a Nutella Night profile. So here we go, we've got the 3 Junk Synchron, 2 Doppel Warrior. A lot of people are deciding to play this again at 3, but I've decided against that just for the fact that I always found 3 to be cloggy, so I've just kept it at 2. Same reason for the quick draw. I always prefer it at 2. It always found it to be too cloggy at 3. You've just got so much search power now in this deck with triple rotor and triple tuning. Then sort of the more synchron parts of the deck. 1 unknown synchron. Kind of tempted to put this up to 2 just for the fact that I think it was just a bit bad luck. I kept drawing it, because really you want to keep this in deck so you can make your Road Warrior Quasar. And speaking of Road Warrior Quasar, this is what makes that Synchron, Explorer, plus Quick Draw in hand, plus Level Eater in hand / Grave already is Quasar, so I call it a 2.5 card Quasar. And it's just a really easy combo to pull off. When I played it, unfortunately I never drew this, or if I did, I drew the unknown with it, so I was never able to make that Quasar, and in fact when I played it 2 weeks ago I never made Quasar at all, but Sam being Sam, I think made Quasar 4 or 5 times this past week. So for me the deck is still fairly consistent, I just gotta be unlucky with it. Then for the Plant Engine, 1 Debris, yes I count this as Plant Engine, 1 Sport, 2 Lone Fire plus Soul Charge equals Quasar, Dandelion, Bulb, so happy for this to be back. Then for the Lightsworn Engine, 2 Lila and 2 Raikou. I did initially try with 2 Lila, 2 Raiden, but I've just found that this deck plays so many tuners already that Raiden just wasn't good. Raiden's instant mill effect was good, but the fact it was tuner was just getting in the way, so I put good old Raikou back in just to be a target for Junk Synchron, and it worked quite well. Then for the boss monsters, 1 Gauze. I did want to play 2, but I couldn't find my other one, so I just put in good old Dad for the second one. This put in work for me when I played it. I don't know what it did for Sam at all. I tend to get very lucky with Dads. Just the 1 Chaos Sorcerer. I was already struggling for room with the deck, running it at 41 because I wanted to put 2 breakthrough skills in, so just kept it at 1. Then the 1 BLS. Then the other relatively, just other monsters. 1 Level Eater. I'm always tempted to run this at 2 because Level Eater and Grave is so important, but I only had the room for 1. And then 3 Effect Veiler, just for another level 1 tuner in the Grave, and it's a light target, because standard play is if this is already in Grave and you've got Junk Synchron and Doppel in hand, you can make your Librarian forming a Synchron play. So that's it for the monsters. I believe it's something like 23 or something daft like that. For spells, we've got 3 tuning. Searches out Junk Synchron, Quick Draw, or Unknown. Does it search Synchron Explorer? I don't believe it does. No, because it's not a tuner. 3 Rotor. Searches out a lot on the deck. Only the 2 MST. I was siding the 3rd. 1 1-for-1, 1 Foolish, and 1 Soul Charge. And then, because I stole 1 of the breakthrough skill for my Tellarknights, Sam decided to put a Solemn Skull in over the 2nd breakthrough. Again, I would like to play 3 breakthrough, but just couldn't find the room. That's obviously the biggest problem with this deck, is finding room anywhere. For instance, was supposed to be running 2 of these, but I couldn't find them, so I ended up just putting something else in. And there was points, I know where Sam said he wanted the 2nd, and there was definitely points where I wanted the 2nd. Having Formula at 2 is just strong. It's just for the fact that you can sort of burn through the first one just for draw, and then have the second one if you want to make Quasar or shooting later on. 1 Armory Arm, good for your 6-4 plays. Then the 5s, 1 Archimedes, 1 Lib, and 1 Junk Warrior. For the 6s, Goyo and Drill Warrior. Drill Warrior looping dandy for days is just fun. For the 7s, 1 Junk Archer, 1 Nitro. This was supposed to be a Berserker, but I couldn't find it for some reason. And Black Rose Bombing for days. Then at 8, Road Warrior for Quasar plays basically, Junk Destroyer for spot destruction, and Start Hard for being Start Hard. And then for your big ones, Shooting Star and Shooting Quasar. So I'm not going to bother with the side deck for this because we both had very different side decks. That's just my quick deck profile on Junk Doppel. Hopefully be playing it again in the future and maybe bring you some videos in it.